Welcome to my YouTube channel, Immigration Insights. My name is Patson. I am an experienced mobility specialist. Navigating complex immigration processes can be stressful sometimes. And it is on this channel that I'm going to simplify, to break everything down for you so that you have a smooth immigration process. Are you intending to relocate to any country worldwide? And are you having challenges on how to navigate that process? And this channel will be an answer for you. And I'm going to freely share with you information that I've accumulated over the years, working for international immigration law firms, big multinational companies, and I'm going to share that information freely to you. I have made a goal this year that if I reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel, I'm going to drop a video each and every week. And for me to achieve this, I'm kindly requesting for your favor to hit the subscribe button, to like all my videos, to follow me on my LinkedIn profile for more information regarding immigration, mobility, and visa application processes. With that being said, stay tuned for today's Immigration Insights. So in today's session, I'll be looking at the South African point-based system. In the past few months, I've been receiving questions from people on what criteria that is being used by the South African Home Affairs regarding the point-based system that they have introduced. So in October 2024, the Department of Home Affairs has published the allocation of points and criteria for the general work visa and the critical skills work visa under the new point-based system to adjudicate the work visa applications. So if you are an applicant who is applying for a critical skills work visa, you must score at least 100 points by having your qualification or your occupation listed on the critical skills list. And for those who are applying for a general work visa, must score at least 100 points under the new point-based system. That includes factors such as like your educational qualifications, your salary levels, maybe your years of experience, your language skills or your language proficiency, and also the status of the employer. So the point-based system has been widely used. If you look at countries like Canada, New Zealand, Singapore, they've been using this similar system or for those who are intending to apply for the work permits in their country. So this point-based system has been introduced in South Africa to streamline the visa application process. So let's get a closer look at the point-based system and see what you need to do in order for you to meet the 100 points score. So I'm going to share my screen. So just give me a moment. Right. So this is the government gazette, which was published 18 October 2024. So the Minister of Home Affairs, in terms of the Immigration Act, read together with the immigration regulations of 2014. And after the consultation of the Immigration Advisory Board, they determined or they produced the point-based system applicable to general work visas and the critical skills. So they've listed the criteria and the points that one will be scoring if they meet these criteria. So let's look, let's have a closer look at each criteria and how many points that you may probably score. So if you have a qualification that is listed on the critical skills, you will score 100 points. So what this means is that you then have to apply for the critical skills using the prescribed requirements for the critical skills. They will still need other requirements that will be needed for the critical skills. And then if your qualification, let's say you have a master's degree, you have a diploma, a degree, you have experience, you have a good offer letter from a trusted employer in South Africa, you can then decide to apply for a general work visa. So these are the criteria, qualifications. So if your qualification is NQF level 9 and 10, like if you have a master's and a doctorate degree, you have higher score of 50 points. For those with a lower level qualifications, let's say you have NQ level 7 and 8, you have a bachelor's degree, bachelor's honors or bachelor's of science in any field, you'll be able to score a bit lower. You'll be able to score a bit lower points, which is 30 points. Then if you have an offer of employment and you have earnings that are above 976,194 rands gross per annum, you will score higher points as well, which is 50 points. And if your earnings are ranging between 650,976 and 976,194 rands gross per annum, you will score 20 points. And if you have requisite experience, let's say you have been working for the past 5 to 10 years, you will have a score of 20 points. And if you have 10 years experience, you will have 30 points. If you have an offer letter from a trusted employer, you will get 30 points. The Home Affairs didn't explain or specify what it means to have an offer letter from a trusted employer. They didn't define a trusted employer. But let's maybe say a trusted employer is a huge organization which employs 50 to 100 or to 1,000 employees, or maybe it's a company that is listed on the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange. So you'll be able to score the 30 points. Then language proficiency. If you are proficient in at least one official language, you will also score 10 points. And again, the Home Affairs didn't specify or what they meant when they say proficiency. But let's say you have a certificate in English. English is one of the languages in South Africa. Maybe you have a certificate in English. You can also score 10 points. So if you add all these criteria and you score 100 points, you'll be eligible for the general work permit in South Africa. So for you to score higher points, you must have like a higher occupation, higher qualification, and higher job, higher remuneration. So these are like key, and also maybe many years of work experience. So these are the criteria that you can use to score higher points and for you to easily meet the 100 points that they want. So in this presentation, I have come up with 3 ways or 3 options that you may use. I've looked at 3 different ways, three options on how you can score the 100 points for you to be eligible for the general work visa under the point-based system. Option 1, if you have, let's take a situation where you have a master's degree, you will get 50 points. And if you have an offer of employment with above 976,194 gross salary per annum, you will earn 50 points. So just by meeting these 2 criteria, you'll be able to score a total of 100 points. So you can easily meet these 100 points by just meeting these 2 criteria. Let's look at the option number 2. If you have master's degree and you have an offer of employment with between 650, 976 rands and 976, 194 gross salary per annum, you will score 20 points. If you have work experience, like over 10 years work experience, you will earn 30 points. So if we add those 3 criteria, you will be able to easily score 100 points. So that's how easy it is to meet the 100 points threshold. Now let's look at the option 3. Option 3, if you have offer of employment between 650. So here I took into consideration, let's say we are looking at the lower criteria, lower scores. So let's look at the option 3. So if you have an offer of employment with between 650,976 and 976, 194,000 rands gross salary per annum, you will earn 20 points, which is the lower points, which will give you lower points. And then an offer from a trusted employer. As I said, there isn't a clear definition about a trusted employer, but given the assumption that I've made, then let's say you score 30 points. Then experience, let's say you have 5 to 10 years experience, you will score 20 points. Bachelor's degree, and let's say you have a bachelor's degree, you score 30 points. So if you add up these 4 criteria, you will easily score 100 points. So as I've said earlier, for you to quickly score, or for you to easily score higher points, you must have a higher degree, a higher qualification, many years of experience, and a great job offer later. Right, so that is it. So please do not forget to drop a comment below. If you have any questions, I'll be able to respond to any of the questions that you might have. Please don't forget to subscribe, like my channel, and I'll be willing to I'll be sharing you valuable insights about South African immigration. So see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.